Okay, good morning everybody. Welcome back to another video and welcome to my week 4 NFL start and sits. Before we hop into this video, which is going to be very fast, I do want to mention a couple of things. One, this is Saturday night / Saturday evening this is being recorded. The Vikings play at 8:30, guys. I don't want to wake up at 6 a.m. on Sunday and film this. Two, there will be no prize pick daily lineup at the end of this video. I have plans tonight too, so this is really my only time to get this video out, and I'm just not going to do it because I haven't even looked at it. And 3, sadly this week, I'm still not going to have pictures and graphics up, but guys, be patient. I promise you, I'm trying to get it done. Just got to find a way to make it easy and effective. All right, couple of quick plugs before we get into it. 1, head over to G Fuel, use code WyattzWorld, save yourself a discount on any G Fuel products. And for 2, if you're 18 years or older, you can head over to Prize Picks, the daily fantasy app, where using code WyattzWorld will match up to $100 of your first deposit. Always play responsibly, and let's get into the video. Alright, so starting off, we are going to be going through the players that I would sit, meaning I do not think you should start these guys. Do it at your own risk, but I don't think it's going to be a good day. 1, Jared Goff. I know he's been an okay fantasy quarterback, but he's got literally nobody but TJ Hawkinson tomorrow. St. Brown is out, DJ Chark is out, DeAndre Swift is out. It's going to be a bad day for Jared Goff. Don't play him. After Jared Goff, sadly, I'm going to go ahead and say Carson Wentz for the second straight week. I don't like his matchup versus Dallas. Dallas has one of the best defenses against the pass in the league right now. They're going to have Micah Parsons running at Carson Wentz's throat. I don't even think Gibson and McKissick are going to be able to get open in the short game. I think Carson Wentz is going to be a very, very lousy quarterback, unfortunately, for the second straight week. After Carson Wentz, we've got Josh Jacobs. I would not play Josh Jacobs. He has not been a very good running back at all this year, especially in fantasy, and now he's going against one of the best run defenses in the league in Denver. Unless it's like last week where he gets 6 receptions out of nowhere, he's going to be terrible this week. After Josh Jacobs, we've got both Ram running backs, Cam Akers or Darrell Henderson. I don't think there's a safe play there. 1, it's a committee. You don't know the workload. One day it's Henderson, one day it's Akers. And for 2, it's against the 49ers. They're the second best defense in the NFL, and they're only allowing 78 rushing yards a game. Especially for a committee, I just don't think it looks good. All right, next up are just 5 people I would sit because they are literally not playing tomorrow. They've already been ruled inactive. Don't start them. If you don't want to believe me, I don't know what to tell you. Keenan Allen still. Somehow, some way. I don't fucking know. DeAndre Swift, Amon-Ra St. Brown, David Montgomery, and Michael Thomas. All of them not active tomorrow. Don't do it. All right, now that we are through our fantasy sits, we can move on to our fantasy starts. So the first guy I would 100% play tomorrow if I had him on my roster, I'm going to try and say his name right. It is Chris Olave. Saints are playing the Vikings' terrible defense. Michael Thomas is not active. He's going to be the main guy. He had a huge game last week. I think Olave is going to have a big day. Next guy I would start, Jamal Williams, 100%. No DeAndre Swift. Goff has no weapons to throw to. Someone has to get all the work. Aside Jamal Williams, I would also 100% start TJ Hawkinson if you weren't going to. Like I just mentioned, Goff has nobody. Jamal is going to run, TJ is going to catch. That's how I see the whole day. After those 2, I would start Khalil Herbert or Herbert, whoever the backup for David Montgomery is in Chicago. For 1, he's going to get all the touches, and for 2, the guy's actually really, really good. If you have him, hang on to him because there's a good chance it's going to be like last year. As soon as Montgomery comes back, he's just going to be splitting. After Herbert, Damien Pierce, I would still 100% start him. He got like 20 carries last week and a touchdown. He had a good day. I think he's in line for another good one. Also, the Chargers have been a running back's best friend apparently, so I mean, more the merrier. And my last starter is David Najoku for this week. If you're not going to start him, I think he's definitely worth a shot for a tight end. All right, and that was my fantasy starts. Now we will end with my fantasy maybes, meaning start these guys at your own risk. They have upside, they have downside. I don't know what the hell to tell you. So number 1, Christian McCaffrey. If he's playing, obviously play him, but keep an eye on him. He hasn't been practicing. He has a quad injury. Who the hell knows? Next up, Josh Palmer. Since Keenan Allen's out, Josh Palmer's been pretty much serving in his spot, but he just hasn't been nearly as good, and a lot of his points have come from garbage time. Next up, we got Antonio Gibson. He's looked like shit since week 1. Yeah, he's gotten a touchdown in the last 2 weeks, but that is it. Like, if it wasn't for those 2 touchdowns his last 2 weeks, he would have gotten like 4 points and 3 points. After Gibson, we'll move on to Damien Harris. You know, he's the Patriots running back. I think with Mack or Hoyer, whoever's throwing the ball there, they're going to want to run it. You just got to consider 2 things. 1, it's against Green Bay, and for 2, Ramondre Stevenson is going to get some carries. But I do think Damien has solidified himself as the man there. He should get most work. And finally, staying in that same game, again is a maybe, Allen Lazard, because I don't know how Green Bay actually operates as an offense. You know, he could be in there one game and the next game he could be completely irrelevant. Alright guys, and that is going to be all for my week 4 NFL start and sits. I'm sorry that the video was quick, but I hope you guys liked it. And if you did, you already know what to do to show support. Comment, like, subscribe, turn that bell on. I do my best to post on this channel every single day. Sorry if my neck and face are turning red like I'm screaming and rushing to get this out. I kind of am, but like I mentioned, not every day can be perfect. I hope these tips can help somebody out. I hope they don't screw you guys over too bad. Good luck to everybody's fantasy teams. Enjoy your Sunday, and as always guys, I will see you tomorrow on Madden Monday.